And the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying?
We not in high school, Meek Mills. We not in high school, Puff Daddy. We not, and everything is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say, I'm Illuminati. Whatever it is, it's like, whatever.
Ye gets hit with another. Then his former assistant is alleging some inappropriate
part of the deal for you to be a do all that, and keep
suing him for breach of contract, wrongful termination.
So y'all shut the up about me.
But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. And even
as a free thinker, I don't rock with it. You know,
I don't know what part. I don't know. I don't even know what the part. That's how far out of it I am. I don't know, but people call me a Illuminati.
Here's a shot from one of Diddy's white parties with Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton in the background.
See you always gallivanting around to all these trips that Kim and I aren't invited on.
You wouldn't pick up for the weekend and leave your kids? You don't have help on the weekends.
I'm not saying I want to go.
Oh, dis.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber.
So far, so good.
French Montana.
Do you even know half the people you're naming?
No.
Are you drinking, Chloe?
No.
You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why aren't you drinking? Yeah, but
last night. She didn't go to bed.
I haven't been to bed yet.
you haven't. I want to be Chloe when I grow up, Court.
Oh, you're just so little.
Like my balls are just going.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
You're a dead man. That's for damn sure. Freak often got tore your world up. But you know what happened? You should have never sued the liquor company. That's where you up. You don't give a about you tearing up booty holes. You when you sued the liquor company, because the liquor company is owned by the biggest conglomerate on earth, the BlackRock people. You done bit off the hand that was feeding you, and now you done chop both your feet and your hand off, and your head's coming next. You was making money with your just shut. You just thought your ego got out of whack because you was controlling everything at them freak parties. Now you think you control the hand that's feeding you. You stupid mother. He sued the liquor company May 2023. November 2023, Cassie come up with the lawsuit. Connect the dots. Cassie got two checks. She got a check from the liquor company people that put her up to doing that shit, and she got a check from Puffy to try to keep her quiet.
Holy smokes, you're not going to believe this, but there is, in fact, a Diddy and Michael Jackson connection. Yes, the lawsuit that we have been covering and following, so much being revealed. You're not going to believe that somehow it is connected to Michael Jackson and his death. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of terrified. I think this is gonna be the last day that I cover it because we're getting close to something that is very dangerous. All right, so I wasn't kidding at the top, guys. I am probably not going to cover this anymore because it is definitely getting a bit terrifying. Obviously, we covered this. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch. I believe it was Monday's episode. But yes, the Diddy lawsuit is absolutely crazy. Full stop. What if I told you guys that it is about to get even crazier, that there is directly a link to Michael Jackson's death? I want to be clear that when everything was going on with Michael Jackson, the lawsuits, his death, I thought that we were in full conspiracy theory territory when people were saying that Michael Jackson was killed. I actually know a lot of people that are in the industry who believe that Michael Jackson was killed, and I just thought it just sounds too whacked out.
Young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
But I felt very, very good because I knew the size
of the Lady Game. Yeah. No Diddy, Pete, pause now. I'm just saying. I just knew that. Cause you know, I know they just wait. They waiting on you. We knew I'm talking about in basketball terms. Don't y'all be going this. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just the one time. I'm saying it for Ocho and I on Nightcap. No Diddy. We knew the Lady Gamecocks were too big for the Iowa Hawkeyes. That size, 6'7" Cardosa. You had Watkins.
We thought you were crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. Pray for the young people. You know what this is. It's not a game. And please understand very clearly, there is zero woosah moments. Me talking about situations for over more than a decade and a half. And then all of a sudden everybody woke up like, whoa, yo, we thought you were crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. I'm crazy to tell a mother on 3 forms of public transportation across a bridge to get to work to support me that, hey, I may have to pass on these opportunities for scholarships because I'm going to write a song and we're going to eat for the rest of our lives. That's crazy. But what I am not is a liar. That I'm not. All I did was give the science. I was ignored, laughed at, ridiculed, things of that nature. But that's okay. My God is so much bigger that my God got me. And I got you.
Okay. Now, we need,
Right.
alcohol.
Right. Not just one alcohol. Right. Just different
Florals.
blend. You need
Blends.
the ladies, you need the booze.
You need, some water.
For watering plants?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
right.
keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
rock with me. But just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects,
Who's the person that's number 1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
Yes,
right?
without a doubt.
Hey, Kev, when you hosted for Diddy, did you catch any baby oil?
When I hosted for Diddy?
Yeah. Nah?
You asking the wrong person the wrong question. What's your question?
Do you think he's safe in jail?
Wrong person, the wrong question. You ask me about Grand Fort Media, I'm
Clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think...
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job.
This is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles, physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Sean Diddy Combs is locked up in a federal jail that has been plagued by harsh conditions and violence. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn has seen multiple deaths in recent years. An inmate was stabbed to death in July, and several others have died by suicide. It's these reasons, among others, that Combs' lawyers are fighting to get him out of there. They want him released on bail rather than being kept in jail while he awaits trial and charges. Combs is just the latest high-profile defendant to be locked up at MDC Brooklyn. Before him, there were R. Kelly, Elaine Maxwell, and crypto scammer Sam Bankman-Fried.
Get out. Wow. Me, I'll carry the press. You guys won't be behind. Did you speak to Mr. Combs? I speak to him all the time. Yeah. And what's his reaction to everything that's happening? We knew this was coming. I mean, he moved to New York, as I think some of you guys know. We brought him to New York about 2 weeks ago because we knew this day was going to come, and it's here.
Did he expect it to happen last night? Was that planned?
No, it's not planned. Certainly, it's not planned by us. I mean, he came here to surrender at a time agreeable to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then they arrested him last night. I spent the evening with him. I was with him till about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on, the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life, and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be without seeing the indictment. It's going to be.
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing dozens of new assault allegations, while the rapper is still in jail after his September 16th arrest on charges of trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in. 1, 2, 3.
A day earlier, Combs seen out and about in New York with his family, seemingly in good spirits. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering conspiracies, and prostitution charges.
There's one guy maybe going down on him, and he's back there rolling his eyes. He hiding the mother, and when he put his head down, there's one of them white boys sucking on him.
Oh,
You understand? That has happened. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got these guys who, they go into these Turkish houses. Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there. But you know what they do in them Turkish houses. Well, you can assume what they do, quote unquote.
Hey, speaking of
This
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Yo, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I was here. No,
It's all about love, though. That's not true?
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. What is this?
And they ran through every name the man ever used. Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. P.D., a.k.a. Love. I would just like to note here that I do not remember the PD era. That is number one. And number two, shockingly, for those of us who are old enough to remember when he was Puffy, Puffy did not make this. And it appears Puffy did not make this, I guess because he stopped calling himself Puffy way before the allegations in the paperwork. And basically what they are saying is that up until 2008, there was this dude that by and large was like a record company executive. And in 2008, he turned into Mr. Handman.
A story we're following, and of course, we're trying to gather more and more information about it here on Live Now from Fox, as Diddy's home in Los Angeles has been raided by Homeland Security. Of course, we're learning more information. I do want to take you back out here before we get out to our Fox 11 team in their coverage, because some of this video is very dramatic, and we don't know a ton of information right now about this here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, breaking news of this, as you can see, potentially law enforcement officials and other officials just outside of a gate, this on a street near the Beverly Hills area. Of course, we're following it very closely on Live Now from Fox. And of course, we were watching this. We didn't know exactly what we were seeing at the time. So this is just a little bit ago, as you can see a crowbar to get through this gate initially as well. The long guns.
That really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us, with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court.
But one former warden who worked at the facility says Combs' life could still be in danger there. And that former warden is Cameron Lindsay, and she joins me now. Cameron, great to have you here. We just read it out loud. One lawyer for one inmate called the MDC overcrowded and understaffed, hell on earth. Combs' own lawyers called it horrific. Why are conditions so bad there?
Well, it's been a number of years since I've been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, but what I can tell you is New York City, being the biggest, most populated city in America, the MDC has a difficult time recruiting and retaining staff. So one of the key issues is the lack of staffing. And it would be unfair for me not to mention that the vast majority of MDC staff are hardworking, salt of the earth, well-trained people. I know many of them. They're fantastic people. Unfortunately, however, there has been a disproportionate element of corruption within the ranks of
Accusers are coming forward with new allegations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. They plan to file civil lawsuits against Combs, with the claims ranging from minors. Combs is now in federal prison awaiting trial on charges that include trafficking. Houston-based attorney Tony Busby says he'll represent 120 people who claim to have been victimized by Combs and his associates. One of those victims says he was just 9 years old when Combs allegedly assaulted him.
They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed.
Combs' attorneys have not commented on the potential lawsuits, and the cases are expected to be filed in the next 30 days.
On behalf of more than 100 victims, more than 24 of those future plaintiffs.
How does that even make sense? 100 victims? This is just one phase of the allegations and stuff. Like, on top of that, he had allegations prior. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Diddy Combs, on behalf of more than 100 victims, more than 24 of those future plaintiffs say they were just kids when Combs allegedly assaulted them.
We're talking with heinous crimes that tons of people knew about, from car bombs to assaults to crimes. It's like P. Diddy was going for some kind of high score, trying to catch every possible crime like a Pokemon. He has terrorized the music industry for decades and ruined so many lives. In recent times, the evidence against him to support all of the allegations that have existed for decades has been overwhelming and led to a large investigation against P. Diddy, and now it looks like we're reaching the climactic finale with him being arrested. When this story broke last night, the indictment was sealed, but this morning they said, open the gates, let them see. To sum it up, he has been charged with by forced transportation to engage in prostitution and racketeering conspiracy, alleging he ran an enterprise that engaged in trafficking, forced labor, or arson and other crimes. He abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct from 2008 till now. The allegations mirror 11 civil complaints filed against him since 2023.
The release of fresh party film may drastically alter the discourse in the highly watched lives of the wealthy famous, and this is exactly what is happening right now as new Diddy video clips Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, others have come to light, and the video not only presents a new image of these celebrities, but also offers a deeper understanding of their long-standing relationships with one another. It appears that the public's perception of this group is about to undergo a significant change. People are starting to wonder about the dynamics at play. At the center of this revelation are Diddy's well-known white parties, which have long been associated with glamour, excess, and the mixing of Hollywood's elite. These events were more than just parties, they were networking opportunities, cultural moments, and occasionally, according to rumors, places where the boundaries between business, pleasure, and scandal were blurred. Diddy's alluring persona has always drawn a diverse crowd, including musicians, fashion icons, and the Kardashians. Involvement with Diddy dates back to the early days of their rise to fame in 2006. Kim Kardashian, then mostly known as Paris Hilton's stylist and friend, attended one of Diddy's extravagant white parties alongside Hilton herself. It was one of the first times Kim was thrust into the public eyes, setting the stage for the meteoric rise that would follow. This party wasn't just another celebrity event. It was a pivotal moment in Kim's transition from being in the background of Hollywood to becoming a leading figure in pop culture. Her appearance at that party marked a key step in her evolution from Paris Hilton's sidekick to the global brand that is Kim Kardashian. The Kardashians and Diddy would cross paths repeatedly in the years to follow, cementing a friendship that became increasingly visible. For example, in 2008, Kim was seen chatting casually with Diddy at another high-profile event, this time at Diddy's den in Las Vegas during the grand opening weekend celebration. At the MGM Grand, the laid-back interaction between them seemed like nothing out of the ordinary, but in retrospect, these moments could hint at a more complex relationship. Khloe Kardashian also became frequently involved in Diddy's social circle. After making news for going to his 209 white party, a charity function aimed at increasing awareness of malaria, Khloe's involvement demonstrated the Kardashians' ability to combine their celebrity status with charitable endeavors, but it also brought attention to the family's deepening relationship with Diddy. The Kardashians were no longer merely making casual party appearances, they were now part of Diddy's inner circle, attending both his wild parties and his more somber ventures, demonstrating a healthy balance between their public and private lives. The relationship between Diddy and the Kardashian-Jenner clan became even closer in 2010 when Diddy, Kim, and Kourtney Kardashian celebrated the 50th birthday of legendary music executive Andre H. The celebration, held at a fancy restaurant in New York City, further highlighted the family's growing bond with Diddy. This wasn't just an industry event, it was a personal celebration that showed how entwined the Kardashians had become with some of the most influential people in entertainment, now that this new footage has been released, people are starting to wonder how deep those ties have become. The public is beginning to wonder about the nature of Diddy's relationships with the Kardashian-Jenner family, what role they played in his extravagant and frequently contentious party lifestyle, and how these revelations might alter fans' perceptions of Diddy and the Kardashians, especially in light of recent scandals. Were these friendships as innocent as they seemed? What new layers will the footage reveal about the Kardashian family's rise in Hollywood? Is there more to the story than what has been presented in glossy magazines and social media posts? Over the years, it becomes evident as the video keeps making the rounds that these well-known relationships are about more than just rubbing shoulders. At glitzy gatherings, there is a deeper undercurrent that has been subtly behind the scenes. Diddy's relationship with the Kardashian-Jenner family, especially with Kris Jenner, is more than just invitations to parties and charity events. These ties have been developed over years of interpersonal communication, business partnerships, and a shared appreciation of the influence of appearance. The matriarch of a Kardashian-Jenner empire, Kris Jenner, has always been adept at carefully matching her family and herself with influential people in the entertainment industry. Her relationship with Diddy, which gradually came to light, represented a more profound and long-lasting partners beyond merely being casual acquaintances. Diddy publicly joked about having a crush on Kris during an appearance on her talk show. He teased her with the line, "Once you go black, you never go back." Their light-hearted banter and banter laughter suggested a close bond, and fans have since conjectured that their friendship was a major factor in the Kardashian family's social ascent. This video also highlights Diddy's crucial role in the Kardashian-Jenner circle's early years of fame. One particular allurely poignant instance was when Khloe Kardashian talked about going to one of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties in 2014. The extravagant ride at this event stretched the bounds of even Hollywood's most outrageous social scenes. The discussion surrounding these parties has come up again in light of recent accusations against Diddy, who is accused of misconduct in the discovery of more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil at his homes in Miami and Los Angeles. Khloe also described arriving at 5:30 a.m. to find a sea of attendees dressed inappropriately, with some guests allegedly participating in activities that would make even seasoned partygoers blush. This has further fueled the fire, leading many to wonder what actually transpired behind closed doors at these events. Given these discoveries, Khloe's open memories and Kris Jenner's light-hearted exchanges with Diddy take on a more sinister tone. Could their close relationship with Diddy have implicated them in ways that fans never suspected? What did they know, and how far did their involvement go? Although the Kardashian-Jenner family has always been skilled at handling scandal, this particular circumstance poses a special difficulty. Everyone associated with Diddy is under scrutiny due to his ongoing legal disputes, which encompass both his alleged wrongdoing and St. Claims. Fans and detractors alike are left wondering if the Kardashians intentionally engaged in this world of excess and moral ambiguity, or if they were merely enmeshed in the glitz and glamour without seeing the darker side of these relationships. Even seemingly accidental associations now seem loaded with meaning. Interestingly, Khloe Kardashian once openly discussed Diddy's parties on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, describing them as wild affairs where half the people there were butt naked. What seemed like a light-hearted remark at the time now raises questions. Were these his parties as carefree as they were portrayed, or was something more troubling happening in the background? The new footage adds fuel to this fire, as it shows glimpses of these wild nights where celebrities danced and mingled, but the atmosphere always seemed to hint at something more secretive, some lurking beneath the surface. The Kardashians' long-standing relationship with Diddy was at one point a status symbol, proof that they had truly arrived in the upper echelons of celebrity culture. But with Diddy's reputation under fire, the family's connection to him has become a potential viability as more details emerge from the party footage. And as Diddy's legal troubles escalate, the Kardashians are now being forced to reconsider their association with him. Public opinion is shifting quickly. Where once these events were celebrated as the epitome of celebrity culture, they are now being viewed through a lens of suspicion and scandal. Fans are eager to know how the Kardashians will address this connection. Will they distance themselves from Diddy and Tyre, or will they find a way to navigate the situation as they've done with so many other controversies in the past? As the story unfolds, it's becoming evident that the Kardashian-Jenner family might be standing at a crossroads, one that forces them to choose between loyalty to an old friend and protecting their hard-earned IM. In the wake of Diddy's unraveling reputation commonplace, it's important to note that Diddy has long been an expert at creating public personas that seamlessly transitioned between the music, fashion, and business industries. One of the main components of his allure was his ability to host lavish events like the white parties and the notorious freak-off celebrities like the Kardashians, who are always looking to maintain their position at the top of pop culture, naturally gravitated towards such a powerful figure. But as Diddy's legal troubles mount, the association that once brought cash may now threaten to damage their brand. As Diddy's world comes under more scrutiny, it illuminates the intricate web of friendships, alliances, and responsibilities that bind Hollywood's elite together. The Kardashian-Jenner family has always managed to keep their distance from direct involvement in scandals, but this time their close relationship with Diddy may prove more difficult to shape the Kardashians' close-knit relationship with. Diddy may also reveal more about the entertainment industry's underlying culture, where power dynamics, exploitation, and scandal often lurk beneath the glittering surface. The fundamental question at the center of it all is how much the canons knew about the actual nature of the Diddy's infamous gatherings, where they were privy to the alleged pandemonium and possible wrongdoing that took place behind the scenes. The resurfaced footage is expected to increase the curiosity of the public, who are already speculating. Every conversation, giggle, and amusing moment that was caught on camera is now being re-examined via the prism of Diddy's legal issues. The recent revelation that even Ellen DeGeneres, another well-known personality in the entertainment industry, has an odd connection to Diddy, as one of the more bizarre turns in this developing story. Fans have resurfaced old videos of Ellen playfully calling Diddy by odd, loving nicknames like Cuddle MC Snuggle items. What at the time appeared like harmless fun now seems more dubious in light of the grave accusations that have surfaced. Despite being humorous, Ellen's previous comments about Diddy have rekindled intrigue, and fans who are wondering how close she is to him and whether their relationship is deeper than what has been made public. The re-examination of Diddy's relationships with well-known figures such as Ellen and the Kardashians highlights more general concerns over the entertainment industry's involvement in problems as Diddy's legal troubles worsen and more information comes to light from the video and court filings. The behavior that was previously written off is simply another enjoyable evening among Hollywood's elite is now a part of a much wider discussion about accountability, power, and influence. The Kardashians will have to choose their answer carefully. Their ability to maintain their distance from Diddy without damaging their own reputations may be put to the test like never. Will they be able to avoid the attention, or is this the start of a controversy that could last longer than others? As additional details become available and as the media and their enormous fan following closely monitor how they handle this delicate situation, the answers to these concerns will probably be revealed in the upcoming months. As of right now, the new party footage has changed more than just everything. It has also upended the Kardashian-Jenner narrative's very foundation, exposing flaws in the well-maintained facade they have painstakingly cultivated over the years. What comes next could redefine not only their relationship with Diddy, but also their place in a constantly changing world of celebrity culture. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.